So, as we said, first thing we had the problem was obviously in terms of that grip. You can see with your left hand there, as it's on the club, the fact that if I continue that on through the shaft there, you can see that the left hand part of your glove now is too far around to the, as you look down your left hand side, it's too far around this way, with the grip pretty much up in the lifeline there, causing that club to be held in a weak position. So when your left arm comes back to kind of the normal position here, that club's going to twist with it, it'll go to the right. Then of course you make moves to try and adjust that and try and flip the club face or roll the hands over or do something that could cause different issues and stuff, but mainly going to bring the club back to the golf ball aiming to the right and thus cause a slice. The other issue in terms of the swing, though, is that the lower half was very, very active, okay? So as you went back, the left foot moving a lot off the ground there, a big sort of movement there up on your tiptoe, not really very stable there. So looking at just that sort of movement there, not as much stability there really want to try and create. Okay, we're looking to try and create the movement the top half. The lower half is doing that, it's not supporting the top half of the swing. So you can't really create speed naturally without the fear of I'm going to fall over if I'm not careful, okay? So, getting yourself set up, making sure the club sits down behind the golf ball when you set her up, and then making sure that left hand grip now we can see is more, we go to the shaft there, and look at that, and then go back to here. See the difference in those two left hand grips. The fact you can see, well, that should be on there to be fair, it's a bit moved over. The fact you can see more of the writing on your glove there, the two knuckles are further round so you can actually see the top part of the two knuckles, and as well the top part of the grip there isn't visible really. You can see the sort of top part of the grip there just slightly, okay? Now in terms of the swing, as we said, trying to keep the lower half nice and quiet on the ground so there's not excessive movement there with the left foot. Okay, so going back, there we go. So left foot now moving just a little bit, whereas before, same sort of position, he was off the ground quite a lot. Now I think continues to be a little bit, no, not too bad. So that was a lot less, you can see there. So that's your backswing, and that's not shortened in terms of the length, but a lot more stability there now in terms of the lower half. You can actually swing there with some speed, and then through the ball. I think once you start feeling, hang on, I can actually balance this movement, we can twist through with a bit more hit and get the right side of your body twisting through with the golf club, rather than thinking, okay, I've got to try and balance and stabilise and then just sort of go very flat-footed. Because your backswing's got a lot of leg and your through swing obviously has minimal leg, okay? We've got to try and get your through swing to be a little bit more active as best we can. I'll give you a little exercise we can work on. It's something you can do, brushing your teeth twice a day in front of the mirror, okay? Simple little move. You're going to stand there with the feet as wide as your shoulders and just rotate around a fixed point as far as you can. How far can that hip go? And to start with, you'll probably get to about here somewhere, and then the more you do that, again, twice a day for whatever length of time on the brushing your teeth for 2 minutes, I stood there in front of the mirror, that will become a much more natural move, and it's like a sort of Pilates or a yoga move. You can start stretching out how much movement around you're going to have, and then obviously reverse that maybe once or twice the other way. So if you do it once a week, once a day for 7 days a week, once or twice perhaps go the other way, 5 times go the correct way. But it will just give you the ability to create more speed. I think once you feel more confident that you've actually stabilised the lower half, then you've got a chance to do that. But certainly now with the left hand grip coming back, you can see when you come at the golf ball at impact how you can see the logo on your left hand glove there. You see that's quite clear. It's a bit blurry, but you can see where your logo would be. So that left hand has returned back to that position. If your left hand had started sort of round here like so, you can see how you're in a different position. You see, so if your left hand starts here and then twists round this way, the club's just going to go from, I brought that club 2 secs. My left hand starts here, and then my left hand comes back here, as that on the right hand side has. There's your club face. That's going to be aiming right all day. So you'll always fight that right hand side, and the way to try and stop it going right is to hit the ball to the left, which is off the back foot, to try and hit it left, results in top shots. Then people tend to say, oh, keep your head down.
Yeah, well
as we hear all the time.
I think actually
trying to roll the club maybe, or try and
cut the club across a bit.
Yeah. Well, you would do. Yeah, but if you try and cut across it to the left, it will start the ball left of centre. Yeah. But the more the club is to the right and the more left you swing it, the more slice spin you get.
Yeah.
So you'll lose forward momentum to start with. The ball's obviously going to be travelling further in a curve, which means from point A to point B is a shorter distance. So you might be hitting the ball with potentially 200 yards of power, cutting across it so it travels 175, and then point from A to B will be about 160. So the energy behind the ball could be almost 200 yards, but if you miss hit it and come across it and slice it, you're losing forward momentum and direction, and it's a more weaker strike, you're losing power all over the place, aren't you?
So what we're saying...
So grip it more in the fingers. What you want to try and do when you're holding it
Well,
there...
there's the marker there.
Yeah. So your thumb really, if I brought that club 2 secs, when you're holding it, you kind of want to get that sort of little line here, almost going down there, just the side there, where you would want to hold it, your thumb straight down the top of the grip, and that way, and then you open the fingers up, it's under there. Grip it down there. How would you sort of hold a carry bag or a basket of balls? You'd hold it down there in the fingers, okay? So your left thumb can kind of just sit on top. Is your left wrist, looking on there, straight on top of the club? If it's around to the side, and this is visible, your hand's in the wrong spot. Open up, it's in the palm. Grip him down there, we can get him over, okay? And just sometimes just sit there at home watching the golf and hold the club in midair. Check your left wrist, check the thumb, right your hand in midair, just so you get used to the club being in your hand in that position, so it's nice and loose and comfortable, and in time that fingers and hands will feel a lot more comfortable in that position rather than trying to adjust each time. Make sense, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, mate, right.
Okay.